What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Dogecoin today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. This is going to be a long-term price analysis video along with short-term price predictions. I'm going to do the short-term stuff right now real quick, and then we'll get into the long-term stuff, okay? And the long-term stuff I think is really exciting. We're going to talk about the very real possibility of Dogecoin seeing a $4 price and why I think it's going to go there, okay? And when as well, but stay tuned for that. Again, if that all sounds good, hit the like button, subscribe. 34 cents right now, looking like you're in the midst of a Dogecoin move, man. Moved up, consolidating a little bit. You're probably going to move up again. I think this next move up will take you to new all-time highs. That's my expectation. If we were to measure this as kind of the bull flag that it is, from a low to a high, and we put this at the base of this range here, that measure move would take you up above $1 in itself, right? So even if you were to fall shy of this, and that's the measure move, and I didn't draw from the absolute low over here, I just drew from the low of like the flag, okay? Even if you were to fall short of this, that's at $1 and like 15 cents, you could go to 80 cents and you're still at new all-time highs, right? I think in a matter of no time at all, you will be. From a high to a low here, what you did also is you broke above your golden ratio, your 61869, the white zone here, these two white lines. You broke above it, you pulled back, you found support on it, and now you're progressing higher. When you get above 54 cents, the next stopping point is not until $1.54. That's the truth of it, right? It's not until $1.54. And this is on a longer term perspective. So when I say your next stopping point, I don't mean something like this. I probably mean something that's a little bit larger, right? A little bit larger of a consolidation phase. It's probably at $1.54. So you could move up a little bit, consolidate a little bit, and then move up a little bit more. And maybe you stop at $1.54, maybe you stop at $2 or something like that, and then you see a larger consolidation phase, and then you have a finale finish going higher, right? But my expectation overall, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. My expectation is that you are at 34 cents now. You're getting ready to move up. Your next target area technically would be about $1 to $1.54. But if we refine this range a little bit with some more relative fibs instead of last cycle's high to low fibs, you know, maybe we could see targets around 86 cents to $1.23. That's, I think, a more suitable target by the end of this next move, which would probably come in sometime early or mid-February is what I'm thinking. If not by the end of January, but likely sometime in February. 86 to $1.23. Highest possibility would be around $1.60 or something like that, but I don't expect that personally. Okay, now that we've gotten the short-term stuff out of the way, let's talk about the long-term stuff, right? 4-hour time frame has a little bit of bullish divergence on it too. Anyways, looking at this thing on a monthly basis here, and hit that like button and subscribe if you guys are enjoying the video so far. Looking at this thing on a monthly basis, we take the very first cycle high back in January of 2014 all the way down to the cycle low, the all-time lows that you have right here in May 2015. And you can see that the very following cycle, it took you some time, but eventually when you got going, you really got going, man. And you stopped at the 1618, this golden ratio here, the 1618. You stopped right above it, actually, right? Just barely above it. Okay, something to note. We take this high here, and we go to this low here, the next cycle low, and we measure up. We can see you found a little bit of resistance right at that 1618 again, actually, pretty damn close, but you didn't stop there. You did go above it this time again, but you went all the way up above the 2272, actually, all the way to the 2272. This high to low went up to the 2272 extension. Crazy massive movement. We call that the Elon Musk rally, right? The Musk effect. From a high to a low here of this cycle, that same 2272 extension is all the way at $23. I personally don't expect $23 to happen. That would be a multi-trillion-dollar market cap. I think that'd be a $2 trillion market cap for Dogecoin if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it's more than that even, but crazy numbers. I'm not saying it's impossible in time, but $1 trillion would have to come down. We'd have to inflate the dollar a little bit more and weaken that $1 trillion market for Dogecoin to get up there, I think. But again, high to low, the first time it went above the 1618. High to low, the second time it went above the 2272. So my expectation is probably not the high end, but the low end. I'm looking for that 1618, which is at about $3.94. The first cycle, high to low, you went above the 1618 just barely, and right above the 1618 here would be $4. That's just barely $4. So I think that you very well could see $4. The two prior cycles in Dogecoin's history, you stopped both times above the 1618. That's where your tops came in. We're at the 1618 or higher. So I don't expect that you're going to start doing anything lower now. Though if you were at the most pessimistic, I can't see you stopping at $1.54, which means that at the worst case scenario, the most bearish that I could possibly be. I mean, I suppose the worst case scenario is we go to zero tomorrow, but the realistic worst case scenario would be that Dogecoin only goes to $2.27, and it's at 34 cents now. So that's phenomenal. That's great, right? But I very much do expect Dogecoin will be worth $4 by the end of the cycle or more. It could reach as high as $5, but maybe not hitting $5, but reaching for it, but not quite getting there would be my expectation. I already know that there's some people, and maybe I will deter the comments, maybe I won't deter the comments by saying this, but there's some people who are probably thinking, do you know how high the market cap would have to be for Dogecoin to get to $4? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, I do, because I've done this a lot. It'd have to be like 600 billion or 660 billion or somewhere in between there to get to $4 or above $4. I'm aware. I'm aware of how high of a market cap that'd be. I'm also aware that this coin has been around for 1 bull cycle, 2 bull cycles, 3 bull cycles. It's been around longer than most cryptos have even thought about being alive. It's been around for 1, 2, 3 bear cycles too. In that time, it's performed like one of the most bullish coins that we've ever seen. It's one of the most healthy, bullish, prosperous charts that we've ever seen. And it's very decentralized. The founders of this coin sold out of it, right? It's very decentralized. You have Elon Musk, you have Vlad Tenev, you have Mark Cuban, all billionaires, all public figures who advocate for Dogecoin. Mark Cuban has been interviewed saying that he thinks Dogecoin is a better technology, a better cryptocurrency than Cardano is, right? Elon Musk, one of the richest, most intelligent, most intuitive, or maybe not intuitive, innovative minds of our generation, of our life, right? Of this time in our existence. He publicly advocates for Doge all the time, and he really put it on the map, right? And I'm just saying, man, how many cryptos have people advocating for them that are billionaires that aren't billionaires in crypto, right? That don't have like a direct financial interest in the coin, and that's why they're talking about it, right? This thing has more going for it than most cryptos do. You can buy Tesla merchandise, you can buy Mavericks merchandise, the Dallas Mavericks NBA with Dogecoin, or at least at some point you're able to. I think you still can. And there's talks about integrating it as a payment system on X, right, and so much more. So I think there's a lot of stuff going on with Doge. I don't think that the Doge, the government agency Doge, has anything to do with this. I don't think that that's going to reflect in the value at all. But I very much do think that this thing that has a lot more going for it than meets the eye. It's always been underestimated. People haven't wanted to see it succeed, and that's why it always succeeds. The people who think it's impossible for it to reach $4 because that'll be $600 billion. It'll never get there. I think it will get there. I think that the Mac Daddy meme coin this is the first crypto meme coin, guys, that ever existed. It's the first crypto meme coin that ever will exist, right? As far as like firsts go, this thing's going to be relevant, and it always will be relevant. It's got a statued or a cemented kind of status in the crypto space, and I think that that's going to propel it well above $4. I don't know, man. I'm just talking at this point. I feel like I've given my reasons. I got nothing else for you. If you like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If you look at the RSI, by the way, on the monthly time frame, you can see that you had peak here that was all the way up at about a 96 read, 96. Okay, your second peak here, that was your all-time high. Here you had a peak that came in at about a 97 read. You continued to grow. Really, you got to basically to like a 99 read on your stuff last time, and you topped off there, right? So 99, 97, crazy high readings. Here your reading is only at about an 80. And that doesn't sound too far away, but trust whenever I tell you, right? And just look at the difference, right? 96 read, okay? 96 read, that was this move. 98 read. Two different. Look at how much bigger this move is. That was just 2 numbers, 2 digits of a difference, 96 to 98, right? Crazy. So when we're at 80, going all the way up to a 96 or a 98, whatever, it's above 90 at least, we've got a lot of growth to go. So we're nowhere near the top. Dogecoin has a lot of growth to go, you guys, and that's all I wanted to show at the end here. Hit the like button, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.